What's up, SNA Assassinators? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another video. And yeah, some of you Assassinators are probably going to be asking, like, man, it's been a while, like, if not over almost a week since the last time you made a wrestling news video, like in the daytime, but that's because I was too busy doing some outside podcast business. And yeah, I needed to get things done before what's that? Oh, I should use it as, but yeah, like before, like I get that I do it because I need some expenses to be paid off. So I've been doing some little outside podcast work, but now I'm back here. But because I just have a little bit of the time off at the moment, and yeah, I thought I might make a quick video like before I do anything else that I need to do. But we're gonna be talking about today when we're talking about the wildest and intriguing news stories and rumors that you assassinators need to know, and that is from the I'll say the Ringside News article, like which includes potential WrestleMania 41 opponent for Gunther has finally been revealed, and we got TNA denies Matt Riddle's claim of non-payment for Turning Point. And like Nick Nemeth signs an extension with TNA ahead of Genesis title defense and more. But we're gonna start things off with a potential, WrestleMania 41 opponent for Gunther has finally been revealed, and Goldberg's farewell tour is heating up, and his next stop is Monday Night Raw on January 27th at the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia, while fans eagerly awaited the WWE Hall of Famer's return. The big question remains, who will step up as Goldberg's opponent for his final match in question. Initial plans seemed to point towards current world heavyweight champion Gunther, with the two even shared a tense confrontation at Bad Blood, which is the last time they were at the State Farm Arena. Dave Meltzer shed some light on this in the Wrestling Observer newsletter, stating the angle was not with Gunther, and that was the planned match. And this is what he stated: I would presume it wouldn't be for the title. WrestleMania 41 makes sense for it, but it has never been told since for it but it has never been told to us that it would be at Mania. However, Goldberg versus Gunther might not be as set to stone as fans thought, according to a new report from PW Insider Elite .com, WWE Creative has been pitching the idea of Gunther facing Logan Paul at WrestleMania 41. Logan Paul recently shifted to the Raw roster, was even spotted sitting in the crowd during WWE's Netflix debut broadcast. While nothing is officially locked in, the potential clash between Gunther and Logan Paul adds a new wrinkle to Goldberg's farewell plans. Meanwhile, WWE is reportedly exploring multiple marquee matchups for WrestleMania 41 alongside the rumored Gunther versus Logan Paul bout. In another big ticket match being discussed is Cody Rhodes versus John Cena, further adding to the intrigue surrounding the event. Goldberg's retirement match remains like shrouded like in mystery, but will surely provide like more clues uh whether WWE like stick with Gunther or surprise fans with a different opponent. Like Goldberg's farewell tour like promise farewell tour promises to be a memorable journey. But who do you want to see Goldberg face in his final match in WWE and overall in professional? Or should it be somebody else entirely different? Well, I'm not sure. Like other than maybe he could be the mystery partner of what's name Big E. I don't think that's how he wants to end his long, probably over or nearly 30-year career in I mean in wrestling, not just WWE, because he didn't got there until like 2003, and on his first run at least, and he's been there for like a good year. Like 12 years later, he made his return after leaving the company, which was back in 2016, which he's been there until like 2022, was it? Yeah. But who do you think should be the one that do the honors of retiring Goldberg? Let me know down in the comment section. But moving on, we got Matt Riddle news to talk about here on the SNA podcast. That's a new edition of the Wrestling News. It says it's about total nonstop action. Wrestling denies Mr. Matthew Riddle's claims of non-payment for Turning Point. Matthew Riddle's recent claims about not being paid for his team. The company is setting like the record straight. Like Riddle, like who stepped in during WrestleCade like weekend to replace Trey Miguel in a uh six-man tag match, like stirred up like some drama, like when like he like revealed during an interview with Shake Wrestling that he hasn't been compensated yet. And this is what he remarked. Like I got an extra payday, like which didn't hurt the weekend. Like still waiting on that. Like they have a 3 week thing, like or 2 week thing. Like I don't know. Like I kind of like my money like up like front, adding like outfield to the speculation about TNA's business practice. Like, however, like TNA's response paints like a different picture according to Fightful Select's Sean Ross Sapp, like with him stating that the company insists like Riddle was in full for his work like at Turning Point. Whether this clears the air or adds like more tension remains to this attention that remains to be seen. And this is what Sean Ross Sapp said specifically, like on the latest edition by saying like that TNA says like that Matt Riddle was in fact paid like on December 23rd for his appearance. Despite the payment controversy, despite the payment controversy, Riddle had positive things to say about DNA's professionalism. Like during the event, like he also made it clear he has no plans to return to the company, like emphasizing in his compliment to MLW. They have spoken highly like this is what he added like while complimenting the Nashville based company. They have spoken like highly of me, like, and to me, like, I think it's impossible to return, like return, like, but right now my home is MOW. Luckily, like I work for a company like MOW that wasn't going to crucify me for helping Riddle. I mean for helping. I meant to say. Before I continue, I'll be right back. There's something I need to do real fast. So happy you you're very welcome. Yeah. I, right, exactly. Really? Yeah. It's like special when you're not when you don't have nobody around. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, anytime. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, sorry, do my best. Alongside the likes of former fellow WWE wrestlers Kushida and Zachary Wentz, like ended like in a loss like to Ace Austin and the Hardys. It still like marked a a memorable moment in his career. Like whether this situation is a simple misunderstanding or a deeper issue remains unclear. But for now, TNA is adamant that they handled their end of the deal. But what are your thoughts on Matt Riddle's claims? And do you believe the original bro? Like, do you think they didn't pay them that extra amount they promised that they, or do you think this is just the exaggeration from the original bro? But I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna assume things, especially when I wasn't there. So I cannot confirm or deny anything at this point. So I'm just gonna say, like, hopefully, like, if any of this is true, hopefully they could get it figured out like much sooner rather than later. But it seems like there's nothing, no, well, what they call it, no, what they call it, no, what's that called? There's no beef or no what's that heat between the heat or beef between the Nashville based company and the original bro. And some just tells me like if there's a if anything does come through, this probably won't be the last time that Matt Riddle will make a appearance at least on the Nashville based company. But moving on, we got some from one former WWE wrestler to another, that's in the TNA news, as Nick Nemeth, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler, signs an extension with TNA ahead of Genesis title defense. And it says right here, the TNA World Champion Nick Nemeth, formerly known, yeah, like I said, staying with TNA much longer than expected. And it says right here, according to PW Insider, Nick Nemeth has a extension to his TNA contract, which was originally set to expire this year in the start of 2025. While details on the length of the extension remain under wraps, this move solidifies Nemeth's role as a top star in the company. The news comes as Nemeth gears up to defend his TNA World Championship against Joe Hendry at the Genesis 2025 pay-per-view on Sunday, January 19th in Dallas, Texas. Like in this match, will follow Nemeth's successful title defense at Slammiversary and his upcoming 60-minute Iron Man match against Josh Alexander's at Emergence. Like it's clear TNA sees Nemeth as the cornerstone of its roster and in a in a vital part of its long-term plans. Nemeth's journey to the top of TNA has been one of the reinvention and reflection after being released by WWE in 2023 following a 19-year tenure. Like he initially hesitated to join another promotion, describing the transition as leaving a long-term relationship. However, under the guidance of former TNA president Scott Demore, Nemeth agreed to a short-term deal, allowing him to test the waters like that. That decision had paid off as Nemeth has thrived in TNA's collaborative, hardworking environment. With his contract extension now in place, Nemeth looks set to continue his reign as TNA World Champion while further establishing himself as a key figure in the company's resurgence. Fans can expect his upcoming a match at Genesis 2025 to be another chapter in what's shaping up to be an impressive post WWE career. But what are your thoughts on Nick Nemeth signed an extension with the Nashville-based company? And do you think this is probably the former Dolph Ziggler and world champion of WWE? Yeah, that's made with him remaining as in TNA, and considering that he's the world champion of the company, I'll say I'll say yeah, he made the right decision. Like if it's a company that's treating him right and that sees main event potential and instant main event success already into him, I think this was the best decision that he had possibly made, low key. But yeah, but I want to ask you, also, who's going to win at this upcoming Genesis pay per view, which is going to be in January 19th? Is it going to be Nemeth or Joe Hendry? Either whoever it is, I'm not a hater of none of these guys. I want to wish both of them the best of luck. Whoever made the better man wins, I guess you could say, yeah. But yeah, let's move on to the next slide. Let's talk about we got a spoiler alert on the title match has been planned on tonight's SmackDown on January 10th. And it says right here, Friday Night SmackDown is delivering the goods tonight, and fans are in for a major surprise. PW, WrestleVotes. I was about to say PW Insider. I'm to say WrestleVotes has reported a or report a spoiler drop, I guess you could say, and according to the source, Chelsea Green versus Mi Chin will take place tonight, on SmackDown. While there was discussion of holding their Women's United States Championship we can confirm the title match is set for this event in Portland, which is probably some advertisement at the building itself, which that explains why there's a spoiler that another championship match is also going to be on tonight, but it's in the women's division side of the pond, which I'll say SmackDown's probably not only have the WWE Championship for the women, they also have the United States and the Tag Team Championships, which I think that's what Raw, like Raw should follow this example, like bringing in, like once they have the Women's Intercontinental Championship, they should also throw in the Women's World Tag Team Championship, be just a tad similar to the men's division, and same with NXT, which they already are doing. But they need to bring back the women's tag team championship, which we haven't seen in 2 years. But someone just tells me very soon that'll be like a fixture into those matters. Like especially if they get more like women in the divisions. But moving on, we're going to continue to talk about this. Like this news like has added like more excitement to and always an already stacked show where Chelsea Green and Mi Chin's ongoing rivalry has captivated like fans like and tonight's rematch another chapter in their hard-hitting story. Originally, like rumored, like for Saturday night's main event part two, like the decision to bring this title clash like to SmackDown and instead like is a bold move, like ensuring the Moda Center in Portland, Oregon, becomes like the stage for what like could be a show stealing moment. While the Green Michin showdown is set to light up like the ring, the rest of SmackDown is no slouch. Like either, like the United States Championship will be on the line, like in the men's side, of course. Like as current champion Shinsuke Nakamura will defend his championship that he's set to do a rematch to is none other than LA Knight. Like a match fans like have been like eagerly awaited like since their feud began. Like last year, like and Tiffany Stratton is the newly crowned WWE Women's Champion. Will also grace like SmackDown with her like presence. And it says right here with so much like happening, like WWE provide is proven like why SmackDown continues to be the much watched show like for wrestling fans everywhere next to Monday Night Raw, of course, and maybe even NXT. But anyways, like whether it's the spoiler about like with Chelsea Green versus Michin or the ongoing storylines like that keep fans glued like to their screens, like tonight's show has all the ingredients like to deliver an unforgettable moment. And for the men's United States Championship, it's Shinsuke Nakamura defending against LA Knight. And but what are your thoughts on tonight's SmackDown? And do you think that it was a good decision that Chelsea Green is going to defend her Women's United States Championship against Michin tonight, or should they wait until a couple more weeks of the month when they go head to head on Saturday night's main event? Let me know down in the comment section right down below, which I believe that's like 15 days from now. Yeah, which is exactly a little bit over 2 weeks from now, like which is exactly 15 days, like I said. But let me know in the comment section right down below what what do you think that WWE is going to be doing? In the spoilers on tonight's Blue Brand show. But moving on, like from one WWE news to another, as Carl Anderson ahead of schedule, like in recovery progress, like following shoulder surgery. And it says right here, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows came back to WWE all the way back in 2022. But a series of injuries marred like their progress. So far, like this includes Anderson's current shoulder injury, and now like Anderson has provided an update on his current recovery status, like following surgery. While speaking on the latest episode of Talk in Shop, Anderson shared an update on his recovery, stating that rehab is going very well and that he's ahead of schedule, confident in his progress. Like he compared himself to Superman, referencing Sean ahead of schedule, unbelievable, unbelievable. That's the thing is I'm Superman. I like Shawn Michaels said one time, they asked the Heartbreak Kid in that shoot interview, how do you have great matches all the time? In question when people ask, would he responded with I'm effing Superman. The multi-time tag team champion underwent surgery for a torn rotator cuff tendon and a partially torn labrum with an expected recovery timeline of 6 to 9 months. Therefore, he will be missing out on WrestleMania 41. No matter what, as he has been absent since October 1st, 2024. Despite his injuries, it says Anderson remains determined to recover and return stronger than ever. Fans can fans can look forward to his comeback once he completes his rehabilitation. In the meantime, his positive attitude definitely gives hope to those eagerly awaiting his return to the ring. But what are your thoughts on the status of Carl Anderson's recovery? And according, he said he's beyond his schedule. He's more ahead than he is behind. Which is a good thing, and I hope it stays that way. And the more likely that, I think he will be returning, even though it probably take by maybe from I'll say from July till October, I guess you could say, depending how long is it how long he's gonna be gonna be out for, which is probably gonna be the timeline. Which I think it could be earlier. Maybe it could be in May or June, but in the meantime, it's gonna be likely that he's not gonna be making a making it's gonna be likely that he won't be making a return by WrestleMania. It's gonna be way after, probably just a half a year later. But yeah, he'll be wrong missed, and hopefully that his injury will not keep him out for a long time, which I think that's probably going to be the case. It's not going to be for long, but it's only just a matter of time, when he does make it to the ring, though. And I think he's going to be worried about his health, and and it's more important than him, more important than him making an in-ring return. And even if, yeah, well, I'm not trying to speak nothing over him, but I'm saying even if let's just say if he had to retire tomorrow. Hopefully, I don't get no hate in the comments. I think it won't be in vain because he made an incredible impact in his career, no matter what company he worked for. He it was noticed by everybody in the business, in the world of professional wrestling, whether it's from TNA, WWE, even a couple appearances in AEW. He's gonna be known for his work in wrestling. But anyways, we got some Vince McMahon still facing some allegations as Janelle Grant's attorney claims criminal probe continues. Probe, yeah. The controversy surrounding Vince McMahon continues to escalate following like his $1.7 million settlement, like with the Securities and Exchange Commission, like while McMahon publicly dismissed the allegations, like as minor accounting like errors, like like with Janelle Grant's attorney, and Callis has come forward with a scathing response, like insisting that the criminal investigation into McMahon is far from over. Callis Grant's lead attorney provide in a strong statement on Friday, which is today, and according to Ringside News, like uh, uh, she accusing McMahon of repeatedly like breaking the law, to conceal his actions during his time leading WWE. Vincent Kennedy McMahon acted as it if rules did not apply to him, and now we have confirmation that he repeatedly broke the law to cover up his horrifying behavior, including human trafficking. Like Callis stated, she's further emphasized the seriousness of the allegations, saying the sex charges prove that that the NDA Vincent Kennedy McMahon censored with Ms. Grant into signing violates the law, and therefore her case must be heard in court, while persecutors for the Southern District of New York continue their criminal investigation. We look forward to bringing forward new evidence in our civil case about the sexual exploitation Miss Grant endured at WWE by Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis. Grant filed a federal lawsuit in January 2024, accusing McMahon and former WWE executive John Laurinaitis of trafficking, assaulting her. Like the it says right here, the lawsuit also alleges that the two assaulted Grant at WWE headquarters, where both McMahon and Laurinaitis are seeking to move the case out of public, in the public court, and into in private ar, 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 arbis, was that, arbitration, like clause in the agreement. Grant signed a under durance, under duress, and Callis's remarks add new urgency to the case, especially as WWE sex filings have revealed a pattern of discourse payments, disclosed payments, to silence other allegations. In addition, to the Grant case, McMahon reportedly made two other $1 million agreements with former WWE employees in 2006 and 2008 to prevent claims against him. And the company, the sec, the the sec, the sec filings, the sec filing also disclosed unreported payments totaling up to $5 million, linked to Donald Trump's appearance at the WWE events in 2007 and 2008. And it says right here, the shadow of of past allegations looms like large over McMahon in early 2023. It was reportedly like that McMahon settled like a multi-million referee Rita Chatterton, like who accused him of raping her like in 1986. Like these allegations coupled like with the ongoing investigation, continue tarnish to tarnish McMahon's raise questions about accountability as the legal battles rage on Callis and her team remain committed to holding McMahon accountable, whether the case stays in public court or moves to our arbitration the mounting evidence story is far from over. And if you want to see the report, you can. And Vince McMahon should still be punished because he did broke the law, even though if he did made her sign an NDA, which that don't really mean anything when it comes to the law. So I think if he really did break the law, like I keep saying a billion times, even though I don't fully feel comfortable of talking about anything into this in this caliber, but I would say one thing, and yeah, he should take accountability for his actions if he did any of these crimes to his former female employee. But let me know down in the comment section right down below. Sorry if I don't sound very enthusiastic. I just feel a little under the weather right now. But I hope that does not interfere with this with this podcast video right here. But yeah, let's move on to the next news, and we're gonna be talking about Brody Lee Jr. earns uh, rave reviews for progress in wrestling training, and it states that the son of the late Brody Lee made a on AEW TV in the early 2020s, and has always dreamed of becoming a professional wrestler, even though he hasn't been on AEW television for some time. He's been focusing on his in-ring training and is now receiving strong reviews for his progress. And Scott Fishman took to Twitter and shared his thoughts on how talented that Brody Jr. is, especially for someone so early in their training. He also mentioned how creative and well trained Brody is, working with top coaches like TJ Wilson and Natalia, like in and yeah, and you can and this is what has been stated. It says tonight, I witnessed, and this is what he said on his post on his X account, writing tonight. I witnessed Brody Jr. Working in the ring fist hand. I can't believe how good he is already. Coming up the right way with TJ Wilson and Natalia. And so I articulate and creative to look out to Amanda Huber who is the very proud of Brody. I believes he has the potential to be one of the best wrestlers ever. She said he's already incredibly good. And with coaches like TJ Wilson and Natalia, Brody will only get better. And this is what Fishman also added on the tweet. It says, I know like I'm biased, but I truly think he's going to be one of the best of all time. He's so insanely good like already. Like and having like Natalia and TJ Wilson as his coaches, he's gonna be unstoppable. And it says right here that Fishman like also pointed out like how respectful like Brody is like already like introducing himself like and shaking hands, showing like great professionalism like in the ring, like saying like also he also like has the ec- the ecti- the etiquette like thing down, like introducing himself and shaking hands, like respectable, like young man, like loved hearing his feedback on training. Brody Lee Jr. Yeah, remains a part of the AEW roster and has been working hard to keep up his grades in school. Like wrestling is a big part of Brody Lee Jr.'s life, and it's clear he has the potential to become a big star in professional wrestling when the time comes. Until then, he'll keep improving his skills like at the dungeon like and he wouldn't want it any other way. But here's the tweets from both Scott Fishman and his and Brody Lee Jr.'s mom, the improvements and the training of the young star, the future star, I should say, the young future star, like which we could potentially see on an AEW ring. I mean, he's already signed for crying out loud. Like you just need to turn 18 before he can be officially like under a under a official contract with him being a talent. But but what do you think about Brody Lee's potential debut in an AEW, and what do you think about him improving in the squared circle? And I think he's about 12 years old, but give him about like probably 5.5 years, and you could see him on your TV screens, which that's probably by 2030, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, which I cannot believe that. I just cannot like explain like how can he be so how he can be so young but yet so talented. Like and maybe he could be like by then in 2030, he could be meeting with somebody that could potentially go to AEW as well. And maybe we could do like a little friendly competition. But until then, I wish the very best of luck. Hopefully he continues to stay that way. Hopefully, like whether like whatever else is in his future, like hopefully that this one in particular is in his future in but let's move on to the next slide. Let's talk about. We're going to end today's wrestling news video with current TNA World Tag Team Champion, or no, yeah, TNA World Tag Team Champion, like Matt Hardy, like speaking about his little brother, and he doubts that he could have surpassed John Cena's popularity. And it states that is and it says right here from Mr. Matthew Hardy, when it comes to his brother Jeffrey Nero Hardy, has been like part of the you talking about his brother Jeffrey Nero Hardy, and he has been part of the TNA family for several months. Like now, like but fans fondly remember him being arguably the biggest star 2000s. Jeff Hardy, like recently, I mean, claimed like he would have been bigger, been bigger and a bigger star than John Cena if he kept a healthy lifestyle. Like and now, Matthew Hardy has addressed this claim. While speaking on his own Extreme Life with Matt Hardy podcast, Like Matt Hardy shared like his thoughts on like his brother, like yeah, with about Jeffrey Nero's claim that he could have been a bigger star like than John Cena if like the lifestyle was different. Matt Hardy believes that if Jeff even did have been more focused on his in-ring skills, like and the mindset of it, like he could have been a top star for a long time. However, Math is not sure like if Jeff could have been bigger than Cena though because of his struggles with promos. And he explains, I think if Jeff would have been like in the right headspace, like in had like his act together, like he does now, like I think he could have been a guy like for a long time. Like I don't know like if he would have been bigger than Cena, like just because I don't know like how Jeff's promos would have translated like over even though like Jeff like had a unique charm like and mystery about him like that drew fans like in Matt Fields his promo skills like might have held him back like WWE typically wanted top stars like to be great talkers like which has not like Jeff's like strength like however Matt still thinks like Jeff could have been a top star and a multiple time world champion if things like had been different. And he added, he's a very unique character. He's a very unique and he's a very unique enigma. But like talking, especially at that time with Vince in charge, was a very important factor. He had a so much equity, like, and people were so invested in him, like because of his charisma, like, and the mystique behind. The mistakes behind Jeff Hardy, like like he really like is and then an anomaly. Like there's something about him like that just draws like you like to him. He has it like which a lot of people don't have. Like it would have been really interesting to see. Like I know like they want someone typically as a top guy who's really well spoken, very art articulate like and like stuff. I mean that's very art that's very that's very articulate like and stuff like and that's not like exactly Jeff's strong suit, but it would it would have been like very interesting to see if like if he would if he would be if he would have been like in the headspace like how far like he could have like gone, then I definitely think he could have been a top guy and a multiple time world and a multiple time world champion. Like at that time, like WWE under Vince McMahon put a lot of importance like on promos and like Jeff's skills like weren't as strong. Matt Hardy compared Jeff to wrestlers like Goldberg, who had a strong and impressive physique, like something Jeff didn't have since Jeff was smaller. Like Matt believes that WWE would have expected him to be able to speak well and explain things especially since he wasn't like as physically like imposing like as someone like the Undertaker or Goldberg. Do you agree with with Jeff Hardy. I mean, with Matt Hardy about Jeff Hardy, like we're not being very articulately like what they call articulately skilled it on the promos like very often, and don't have the physique the be someone that can surpass John Cena. And do you agree with that from Matthew? Matthew Hardy. Which some of y'all probably saying why you always keep saying always trying to say the wrestlers and wrestling personalities is full name if their names are shortened in some capacity. Well, that's because I think that that I think that should be part of my character. Like when it comes to when they've been known with full names before, like and I would like to poke fun at that. Whether if it's Tony Khan is Anthony Khan, or the Young Bucks is Matt and Nick Jackson, or Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, and the Hardys with Matt and Jeff Hardy, or should I say Matthew and Jeff Hardy, and Vince McMahon is Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Like I just and even the ones that don't even mention them by full name, like Don Callis, which I like to call him Donald Callis because that's because Donald is Don is short for Donald. Like well, at least like in when it comes to most names, I guess you could say, yeah. But let me know in the comment section right down below if you like that, like about me on when I make these videos, and also like let me know in the comments below if you agree with Matt Hardy, like with about his brother being a top star, even being being a world champion in a couple times in his career, like in the past couple years, like in the late 2000s. And do you think he could have been like a much bigger star if he had the mindset like right? Or do you think that he would have been like been second to none, like in second fiddle, like when it comes to comparisons with John Cena? Which I don't want to get into that, but like, it depends though. But I'm gonna let you guys do the speculation. Uh, or the what's it called, or the theories, I guess you could say, on what could have made like Jeff Hardy like into a bigger star. But let me know in the comment section right down below about that. And I hope y'all enjoyed the video. And if so, please make sure you hit the big thumbs up button. Consider hit the subscribe, post notification bell. And this is all for now. Assassinators with the wildest and intriguing news stories and rumors that you assassinators need to know. And let me know in the comments which one is your favorite news story out of this list. Do you think? And I think it's I would say the contract extension from Nick Nemeth on TNA and the SmackDown spoilers onto the Women's United States Championship that's finally been revealed, all thanks to the announcement and the advertisement in Portland. But yeah, let me know all about that in the comments down below, which one's your favorite. And also make sure to check out my Friday Night SmackDown review video, which is going to be on like the second straight week in a row. That's going to be 3 hours, which I will cover that and let you know what exactly went down and did it absolutely rock or suck like the New Day. But we're just going to have to be the judge of that. Like, and I'm going to tell you how it was. But only thing I know right now is the Women's United States Championship match between Chelsea Green against Mi Chin, and we got LA Knight out. We'll try to find a way to recapture his United States Championship in the men's division against the guy that beat him 2 months ago, and that is the King style, the King of Strong Style, and the Samurai Warrior, I guess you could say, known as Shinsuke Nakamura. And I would say more better if I was Greg Hamilton, if I didn't have these very bad allergies right now. But I hope y'all are still impressed by that. But yeah, I'll see you guys then, and I hope you guys have a fun and safe rest of your day. And I will see you guys on the next video with some more SNA content. Until we meet again, Super Ninja Austin out of here. Bye, my assassinators. Y'all take care and have a wonderfully awesome afternoon. I'll see you guys soon, and hope y'all staying safe, not in a very critical weather like today. And we're going to be talking more about what's going on in the world of professional wrestling very soon. Bye-bye.